Hey, what up, everybody? Stevie Breach coming to you with my thoughts on the Royal Rumble. Last night's show was excellent. I was able to check it out after I got home off of work, so I was able to watch the replay. I did check out the thoughts on Twitter all the way up until the Rumble. I didn't want to know anything about that, but I did know the results of it. Sheamus as a winner is really cool. A lot of people were in their reviews and stuff were saying that it was a youth movement and it was really good that some new people were winning this, but and then they were making new stars. But to me, Sheamus is a two-time WWE champion. I don't know if people forgot that. And when he was champion on the main brand on Monday Night Raw, going up against the guys like John Cena. So to me, he already is a guy that is a star and it is nice that he is a new first time winner, and he was one of the guys that I had picked to go number one, number two, somewhere in there. I had Jericho winning it, but I had been in my wild card with Sheamus, and I also had a thought on Wade Barrett. All three of those guys had good, strong showings. It's really cool when you have your number one and your number two guy battling out into the end. And I think a lot of people really thought Jericho had it in the bag. I was one of those guys, and I was really surprised when he did drop it, but and that's another good thing about Jericho. He's one of those guys like Ziggler. He's not going to put his foot down and say, I'm not doing this, I'm not doing that. And I thought it was really good. Having all the announcers run up in there, I thought that was really cool. I thought it was a little too obvious that Cole was getting in there. But to me, in the back of my mind, I think that was just sort of a dream of seeing him in that orange singlet again. And then when he actually did get in there, I thought it was gold. But he was like, I think I got a hunch. And then he got get going in there. His face when he saw Karma coming down to the ring was pretty cool. I think that Hacksaw coming in, I think Hacksaw should be always one of those legends that gets into the Rumble. Because he's a first time winner and everything. But I think that they could use more legends like last year. I was very, knocking about using guys like Booker T and Kevin Nash because I thought they were going to bring him in as full time wrestlers and add him on there. But Booker's had a real good year on the mic. I really enjoy him and I enjoy having him on Raw. Kevin Nash in the long run had a pretty good run with WWE. If he's done or not, or if they use him at Mania, it's good to have him back in the family. But I wish they would have used more legends to come back. There was that small talk about people believing that Batista was coming back, but I'm not sure that this is the time to bring back Batista because then you have to find out something for him to do at WrestleMania, and you don't want to just throw something together. And I don't really think anything for him is in the works right now, but as soon as Big Dave comes back, it is, got to be better. Um, Swagger had a good run in there, getting there. He always gets a low number. He's always like 23, 25, 27 in there. When Big Show came in at number 30, um, I thought that was a good thing. The one thing that they said before this Rumble that didn't really make sense to me that I thought they were going to throw a swerve out there was that every superstar was eligible for the Rumble. I didn't know if that meant they were going to use every guy in there. There was lots of names out there: Tyson Kidd, Heath Slater. I'm just throwing names off the top of my head that were there was no John Cena, no Kane. They had that brutal match in there, so that it wouldn't have made sense for them to hobble on down there at the end. But I mean, there was a lot of names on the roster, and then you had like one of the Usos come in, but the other one didn't come in. So I mean, like he came out and he gave the guy a high five and gave him good luck as he went down to the ring. Um, so I don't know how they, storyline wise, some guys made it and some guys didn't. Why would one Uso get to go in? They should have had a storyline where everybody got to draw a ball, but they were blank balls, and if you got a blank ball, you didn't get to go into the Rumble or something like that to explain it, because I never really made sense. And then when they use one guy from a tag team and another guy from a tag team doesn't get to go, that makes me wonder even more. But in the long run, a year from now, I probably won't think about that at all, and it won't make sense. But Sheamus as a winner makes sense. I don't know what they're gonna do with John Cena now because the Elimination Chamber for Monday Night Raw is gonna be a number one contenders match, so you can't put um, Cena in there. So more than likely, the Cena versus Kane storyline is gonna continue. So now you have to find six guys from the brand to go into the chamber. One of them not being CM Punk because he'll have a championship match, and then you have to minus somebody else who might be Ziggler. So you got guys like Miz, R-Truth, Swagger. Um, there's half of the guys. Who's the other guys that are gonna go in there? It's not good when I can't name, six of the main guys on Monday Night Raw to go into the Elimination Chamber for a shot at WrestleMania. There's nobody like John Morrison who's at the top of the card anymore. You don't want to put a guy like Riley in there. So I don't know. You guys think of the six guys. Maybe leave them down in there in the comments below because I have no clue. Right now I'm gonna eat some macaroni and cheese and I'm gonna run out the door and make sure I'm not late for work. But Monday Night Raw will be fun. I'll be checking it out on Twitter and I'll be downloading and watching the show when I get home. So here we go. Royal Rumble, Road to WrestleMania. Let's roll.